16 women entered the stage of history in the nation's capital. Battles were waged, indelible moments etched into the minds of those who witnessed their passion, power, and pride.
And Slade not going for the cover, instead going to the top. This has not worked out for her so far in this match, and oh my God!
In the end, 8 challengers prevailed. Now, a new day has come. Those who've survived will find the road to victory shorter, but paved with far more dangers ahead. The drama intensifies, and the stakes raise. The victors will be one step closer to the honor they seek. The losers, left only to dream of what could have been. This is the Warfield Invitational. Welcome to the round of 8.
We're back inside of the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. for the beginning of the second round of the Warfield Invitational Tournament. This is the round of 8. And making her way into the arena, the red, white, and blue, strung along the attire of the self-proclaimed suplex queen, America Weston. Weston with an impressive victory over Valeria Ortiz in the opening round of the tournament. And looking very patriotic here in the nation's capital, brandishing the old glory. You have to think that she's probably one of the fan favorites here, certainly a crowd favorite, and very confident in her chances to advance here to the Final Four. But I hope that she's got things well scouted, because she will be facing a whole other beast entirely here in the round of 8. And that opposition comes in the form of one of the veterans of the XWA Diamond Division. This, of course, is Marisol Cardinale. And don't let those exotic looks fool you, as it is that I've already stated plenty of times before, Marisol Cardinale, the first pupil of the legendary Tokyo Tsunami Tadako Togo, a disciple of the Togo Dojo in Japan, and a hybrid of Japanese puroresu and, of course, lucha libre. She is precise with her strikes and amazing with her aerial acrobatic artistry. And those are two things that America Weston had better account for if she stands a chance to advancing. America Weston, Marisol Cardinale warming up, and the ref calls for the bell. The round of 8 has officially begun, and Weston establishing that she has the power advantage. Very underestimated strength by America Weston, but don't count out Marisol Cardinale and that quickness and agility as she maneuvers her way out of that vertical suplex and delivers a suplex of her own, giving the suplex queen a taste of her own medicine to start things off. A second back suplex, dropping America right on the back of her skull. And now Cardinale with a hard Irish whip against the corner. But Weston fighting back, right hand ducks under and delivers a scintillating lariat. And now exchanging words here, jaw-jacking with the crowd. Kind of uncharacteristic there of America. But she manages to follow up with a stiff, deep DDT. And here we go. Here goes that power. Ground suplex. Lifting Marisol. Oh, wait a second. Okay, what the hell was that all about? Forearm shots right to the face of Marisol Cardinale. And now some flexing, and now America Weston just showing off here. Hooking the leg. Here's a cover. 2. And no, only a 2 count. Words being exchanged between Weston and the referee, but what is up with this change of attitude with America Weston? She wasn't this, well, arrogant in the first round of the tournament. Oh my goodness! Wow! Marisol with a lightning fast overhand palm strike and follows up with a float over DDT. There we see that quickness and those precise, scintillating strikes I spoke of before the start of this match. And now we're about to see some of that aerial quickness. Cardinale top rope and a double front drop kick to a downed Weston, following up with a cover, but only getting a count of 2 as America was able to get the shoulder up just in time. But her situation looks like it's about to go from bad to worse here. Cardinale sizing her up and delivers a beautiful Northern Lights suplex with a bridge. Only another 2 count, however. But certainly moves like that will look to pay dividends in the long term. Ducking under, leapfrog now is Cardinale. And wait a second, Weston with the wherewithal to counter into a jawbreaker. And the suplex queen, true to her namesake with that belly to belly, and then flexing to show off before she practically takes Cardinale's head off with another lariat. And now more words being exchanged. America Weston talking trash here before dangling Cardinale up in the air with this vertical suplex. Nowhere to go but down. And Weston dragging Marisol to the center of the ring before she hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no. A kick out by Marisol Cardinale. America Weston now sizing up her opponent, looking for the next, the next blow. And what a blow that was. Into the corner with tremendous force on that clothesline. And a short angle DDT to follow up. And now just stepping over Marisol Cardinale before trash talking to the fans again. This is a different America Weston than we saw in the opening round of this tournament. She is completely into herself and showing absolutely no respect for anyone. Weston now perched on the second turnbuckle, and Marisol at the mercy. No, wait a second. She sidesteps. Cardinale sidesteps, and now a little Latin shuffle before delivering a DDT of her own. And a lackadaisical cover. Marisol Cardinale showing off herself here. Only gets a 2 count, but I don't think the pinfall was her intention so much as it was making a statement here at the expense of her opponent. And well deserved as she delivers that second rope missile drop kick. Marisol to the ropes, and would you look at this? Leg drop with a little bit of salsa. Clearly, Marisol Cardinale has had enough of America Weston's crap. And she is on point here. What's she gonna do next? Wait a second, no. Weston with a counter strike. And now in position for the red, white, and blueplex. That triple teardrop combination. And Weston again. Another drop hard to the canvas. Bullplex. And America again hoisting Marisol up by the waist and driving her to the mat for the third time. And once again, America Weston completely cocky and disrespectful, but Cardinale now countering, European uppercut, and oh baby, into the corner with that running senton attack. And again, a second one. And now Cardinale back into her natural element on the top turnbuckle and drives both feet into the chest of America Weston. Double stomp and combination of strikes here, and oh gosh, did you see how hard Weston fell across that bottom rope? I mean, I don't like her actions right now, but that's a very dangerous fall right there. You would think the ref would want to pause the match to check on her, but he's letting it go. And Marisol is headed right back up to the top turnbuckle again and delivers the spiral tap. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no. I guess America Weston's still got some fight left in her. She kicks out at 2. But out of the frying pan and possibly into the fire is the suplex queen here, as Marisol driving her into the corner. And now will hoist Weston up onto the top turnbuckle. This is dangerous territory, to say the least. Looks like she might be going for a superplex here. But no, wait a second. Weston with a knee to the top of the head of Marisol Cardinale. And oh, stiff shot. Knuckles right to the face of Marisol Cardinale, and Weston with a giant swing here. And that is a lot of power and velocity being exploited by the suplex queen, as we take another look at this tremendous power move. That just might be enough to get her back into this match, but no. Instead, America Weston chooses to flex for her opponent instead of following up. But maybe I spoke too soon. She has enough time and enough power to deliver a second barrage of red, white, and blue plexes here to Marisol Cardinale. And now, instead of going for the pin, it's Weston who's headed to the top turnbuckle and delivers a top rope splash. Uncharacteristic, but effective. We'll see how effective here. No, only a 2 count. Even after all that time, maybe it was that expenditure of time that gave Cardinale enough time to kick out of what surely should possibly have finished this match for America Weston. But now it's Marisol who finds herself in dangerous territory. And Weston now with Marisol on the top turnbuckle, and oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? America Weston with a top rope Spanish fly. An impressive maneuver, but will it be enough to advance? No. And I think once again, had America Weston gone for the cover immediately, instead of showing off with those push-ups afterwards, she could once again have had this match won. But look at this. She's still as cocky and arrogant as ever. I think she's more focused right now on mocking her opponent than beating her opponent. And that is not the right way to approach a tournament of this magnitude. And just like that, Cardinale with a counter strike, and she is gonna make America Weston pay for her sins. Marisol Cardinale now. She's got blood in her eyes. Big time scoop slam there, and Cardinale crossing over to the ropes and delivers a crushing elbow drop to follow up. Cardinale now back over to the apron here. And meanwhile, Weston slowly getting back to her feet. She probably wanted to stay on the ground. Beautiful springboard clothesline. And some trash talking of her own by Marisol. Stiff shots right now. Elbow, kick to the gut. A second elbow. And another overhand palm strike in the corner. Following up with a sit-out powerbomb. Cardinale now hooks the leg. After that barrage, is that going to be enough? No. America Weston with enough wherewithal to kick out yet again. And this match continues. Weston now quickly on the follow counter. Beautiful fireman carrying. Oh God, she delivers the red, white, and blue thunder bomb. That was so quick. It was sudden. And that could very well spell the end for Marisol Cardinale. Or not. Are you serious? America Weston once again exchanging words with the XWA-niverse instead of following up and finishing off her opponent. And these fans here in Washington, D.C. are most certainly letting her hear about it right now. America Weston is a former All-American in track in college. She is an IFBB pro bodybuilder. She served in the United States Marine Corps, for crying out loud. She should be the closest thing to an American hero as the XWA has ever seen. And right now, this entire crowd in Washington, D.C. of all places is showering her with boos as she delivers another impressive lucha-style maneuver here into a cover. But no, Marisol Cardinale kicks out, and America Weston cannot believe it. An impressive springboard stunner, but not enough to get the pinfall. And now both of these women exchanging blows, firing on pure adrenaline. 3 stiff shots by Cardinale. A kick to the gut and even more strikes in the corner. Cardinale right now is on a complete rampage. Marisol for another forearm shot, and quickly on the counter in an arm drag by Weston. And another stiff lariat, nicely done. She's got all the tools. She's got power. She's got quickness. She's got technical ability. But for America Weston, all that right now is being overshadowed by her ego. But right now, Cardinale is in control. It takes her right over the top rope with that clothesline. And are you kidding me? Tope Suicida by Marisol Cardinale as she completely cleared the entire top rope. There goes the aerial artistry of the daughter of the legendary Red Cardinale. And she is not finished with America Weston outside of the ring by a long shot. Are you serious? Merry-go-round. Weston face first onto that unforgiving ring floor. as Marisol Cardinale delivers a finishing maneuver outside of the ring and will no doubt be looking to actually finish this match as a result of that move. Against the apron now is Weston as she eats an elbow right to the face. And Cardinale, wow, completely changing angles on that springboard splash into the cover. And no, amazing. I'll give all the credit in the world to America Weston. She's got some intestinal fortitude to have kicked out even after all that, but oh my goodness. Spinning Sobot kick there right to the face. And Cardinale with a moonsault from the top rope. Back to the top rope again. Is she gonna do it a second time? Yes! Cardinale adding insult to injury here as she will make a third attempt at a moonsault. But no, this time, one to the, well, too many, I guess. And America Weston capitalizes with a reverse vertical suplex. Dragging Cardinale into the center of the ring here. And the suplex queen with bad intentions. How about a second red, white, and blue thunder bomb? Impressive maneuver. We'll see if Weston capitalizes. And no, she will not. Once again, the ego of the suplex queen getting the better of her here. Now she'll go for a cover. Only a count of two. If that pinfall came at least 4 or 5 seconds earlier, it might have been enough to win this match. That's something that America Weston is going to have to think about long and hard if she does not come up victorious here. Too many times she has had chances to finish Cardinale off, but instead has shown off. And now it looked like she was going for another one of those Spanish flies, but Cardinale well scouted and perched now on the second turnbuckle. She will undoubtedly look to make Weston pay yet again. We have a tale of two performances here. America Weston has had plenty of chances. Marisol Cardinale has managed to take advantage of those mistakes, and that has realistically got her back into this match. And how about a second Latin shuffle? This time no pinfall. I think Marisol might possibly have something even bigger planned. Center of the ring, perfect opportunity. Double underhooks here. Maybe the, oh my God, what the hell was that? In those instances, Marisol Cardinale usually uses a finisher she calls the Cardinal's Wings, which starts as a double underhook and ends in a face buster. This time, it ended with her knees in the face of America Weston. And that was enough to pick up the victory. As we take a look at some of the highlights of this match, this was an impressive giant swing here by America Weston, showing off her power. Marisol Cardinale showing off her agility with this tope suicida. This right here, a second Blue Thunder bomb by Weston. And in many points of this match, after those impressive maneuvers, she did not follow up. Instead, she decided to show off. And in the end, that comes back to bite the suplex queen, as Marisol Cardinale capitalizes and delivers a devastating new finishing maneuver to pick up the pinfall victory and be the first to advance to the Final Four. So that is one match down.
So
And 3 more contests left to go here tonight as we take a look at the grid. America Weston eliminated, and Marisol Cardinale advancing to the Final 4. Next up, we've got the essential David versus Goliath matchup, as the Lucha legend La Reina will face off against the massive and dangerous Russian strongwoman Natasiya. There is almost a mystical feeling in the air here in the Verizon Center as the luchador legend makes her way down to the ring. This, of course, is La Reina, who has made it her personal goal to succeed here, not just in the Warfield Invitational, but for the entire 2018 season here in the Extraordinary Wrestling Association. For her, this is a question of whether or not she can reach her true and full potential here in competition in the United States. A potential that she personally believes she has not yet reached. And winning this tournament is a huge step in the direction of achieving said goal. These fans here in DC are most certainly behind her and would love nothing more than to see her pull off what could quite possibly be her biggest victory in the XWA thus far. And that would most certainly be a big victory, to say the least, considering who it is that she will be up against here in the round of 8. Marisol Cardinale will no doubt be watching this match intently, because she will face the winner of this contest in the Final 4. On the one hand, it could be a battle of luchadoras. On the other hand, she could be facing this woman here. On social media, they have nicknamed her the St. Petersburg Massacre. But here in the XWA, she is simply known as Natasiya. And after an impressive victory in the first round against Raven Singh, and an uncalled for blindside attack afterwards, it's firmly established that this is not the woman to be trifled with. And in a lot of circles, the odds-on favorite quite possibly to win this entire tournament, unless somebody can withstand her onslaught of physicality and aggression. Will La Reina be able to weather the storm? We're about to find out. Cold stares of pure focus on the eyes of both of these women as the ref calls for the bell, and La Reina shoots out of the corner with a flying head scissors. And she knows exactly what she's got to do here, and that is attack early and often, use her speed and quickness, and not allow Natasiya any opportunity whatsoever Wait a second. Here we have a pinfall off of a Hurricane Rana. That could have been the fastest finish ever. And certainly not something that Natasiya was expecting. But oh boy, this right here is exactly the type of situation that Reina did not want to find herself in those ruthless clutches of the strong woman from St. Petersburg, Russia. And oh, stiff shot right there. Straight knee strike to the face. And once Natasiya gets started, it is extremely hard to get yourself back into it because she will already have beaten you into submission. But Reina, the veteran, fighting her way out of the corner. And once again, quick on the attack. Series of combination strikes here. And an Irish whip into the corner, following up with a running forearm shot. Almost an elbow strike. Reina now. Spanish fly. And oh my goodness, the height on that outside moonsault into a cover. And no, 2 count only. But what tremendous elevation on that springboard maneuver. But just like that, Reina gets countered by Natasiya. And oh gosh, the power. Almost effortlessly slamming Reina to the ground, and she is still yet to get back on her feet. And knocked back down once again with that stiff headbutt. And Natasiya stepping on her like she's absolutely nothing. Natasiya with an almost lackadaisical approach here, as if she's already got this in the bag. And now, oh my God! You want to talk about heights? That powerbomb could very well have tossed Reina out of the ring if she wanted to. And no, Natasiya isn't done. Chokeslam. High angles and hard impact. And now Natasiya with a hook of the leg. 2. And only a count of 2. How in the world did Reina kick out of both of those high impact moves? I don't know. But I think Natasiya is reveling in the fact that she did, because now she gets the chance to inflict even more punishment. Natasiya now, no. Wait a second. Reina fighting her way back to her feet here. And now driving the muscular arm of Natasiya into the mats. That might be a good strategy. Now she focuses on the leg, going from high to low. And once again, another attack to the legs of Natasiya. Might possibly be looking to slow her larger opponent down here. And oh goodness, Salida del Sol. Reina firing on all cylinders here. Steps back. And oh wow, standing 450 splash into a cover. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. And Reina with some words to the referee. That was a most impressive display of athletic ability. And Reina planning out her next stage of attack here. Going right back down low to the legs with that elbow drop. And now focusing on that same exact leg with a single leg Boston Crab. Applying pressure to that knee and also the small of the back of Natasiya. I don't think she's ever been in this precarious of a situation thus far here in the XWA. This being only her second match in the organization. But Natasiya fighting her way out of it. And stepping in with that stiff clothesline. That most certainly took something out of Reina there. And now, Natasiya once again into another lariat. That one more of an STO, to be perfectly honest with you. Bowling over Reina here. And Natasiya's going to have something big planned to follow up. How about a little Russian roulette? That could be it. The cover. 2. And no. Unbelievable. Reina kicks out of Russian roulette. And Natasiya can't believe it. Reina being dragged into the corner. And now Natasiya perching her onto that top turnbuckle. We could see some high risk, high impact here. Up for a superplex. Hanging up in the air, but no, knee to the top of the head. Reina fighting out of it. And, oh my goodness, that was a quite phenomenal forearm, if I do say so myself. Reina now on the springboard into a 450. Cover. And no, only another near fall for all of her efforts here. But Reina still on the attack, on the offensive, and that's exactly what she's got to do here. Natasiya, dazed and confused on the apron, and now Reina, wait a second, no, are you kidding me? Oh my God, a DDT right to the edge of the apron. That is the hardest and most unforgiving portion of the ring, and Natasiya's head just got unceremoniously introduced to it. Reina now on the apron herself. And oh God, how in the hell is Natasiya back on her feet? I don't know. But Reina puts her right back down onto the floor with that running Hurricane Rana. And what's she gonna do here? Dragging Natasiya against the barricade. And now she's over into the crowd. Reina back onto the apron again. And is she going to do what I think she's going to do here? Oh my goodness! The crowd here in Washington, D.C. pretty much speaks for me. An awesome and amazing display as Reina is taking it to Natasiya in ways I don't really think she was expecting to happen here, to be perfectly honest with you. Against the B-Team announce table here. And face first goes Natasiya. Once again, her head has certainly taken a tremendous beating. But wait a second, Natasiya, series of elbows, fighting her way out of it. And oh, stiff shot, taking Reina down to the floor. And now what's she gonna do here? The tables, it appears, has turned as Natasiya delivers a Dominator. Just like that, the tables have turned. No pun intended here, since it's a table that's being the focus of attack here for both of these ladies the past few minutes. As now it's Reina's face that gets rocked off of the edge of the B-Team table. And she gets taken down, but Natasiya down to one knee. And it would be quite clear that the onslaught that she suffered has also taken an effect on her. But wait a second, Her back's turned as she rips the monitors out of the table. And then she eats another running head scissor. And now Reina just grabbed the steel steps. Are you kidding me? This match has just taken on a completely new extreme altogether. Emphasis on the word extreme. Oh my God! Did you hear that sickening thud of steel against flesh? And now Reina back in the ring, and she's got some high risk in mind here. Over the top, but wait a second, Natasiya, how is she even standing? How did she even have the wherewithal to know what was going on to sidestep Reina's attack there? Oh God, I know what's about to happen here. She's dragging Reina back to that table and no way, don't do this, no! Are you kidding me? A choke slam through the B team announce table. And you've got to believe that this is the beginning of the end here for Reina. That is just too much impact. And now the lifeless carcass of the luchadora drugged back into the ring by Natasiya, and she's still not done. Irish whip into the corner. And now Natasiya will try to see if she can succeed the second time around in a high impact top rope maneuver. And this time she scores. Superplex from the second rope. All impact. Hooks the leg. This one's over. No! Wait a second. Are you serious right now? Even after all of that, Reina still kicks out? Unbelievable. Natasiya can't believe it herself. Onto the second turnbuckle. She wants Reina back onto her feet. And now Reina's the one who sidesteps. Just what's it gonna take to keep their opponent down for a 3 count? That's gotta be what's on the mind of each one of these ladies. As a little whisper in the wind delivered by Reina, who's going back up to the top turnbuckle here. And this move is absolutely amazing. 740 senton. And no, that's not enough for the 3 counts. They have thrown literally everything at each other. And they're still standing. And this entire arena is standing. Reina flipping off the top turnbuckle, bouncing off of the ropes into the clothesline. And she's headed back up top yet again. Another high risk maneuver coming up. Moonsault stomp. Amazing. Incredible. Damn near miraculous. And it's going to take something miraculous for anyone to win here. Wait a second. We might just be getting that right now. Queen's crown. Down to the back of the neck goes Natasiya. And this could very well be it. Come on, Reina. Dragging her to the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Oh, gosh. What has got to be on the mind of Reina right now? She's got to find a way. That's got to be all on her mind. That's got to be all she's thinking. She has got to find a way to win this. But no. She crashes and burns on the corkscrew moonsault. And Natasiya capitalizes with a second Russian roulette. And now, a second Dominator. The momentum has shifted back and forth throughout this entire contest. Right now, it's firmly in the grasp of the Russian. And this could be the beginning of the end for Reina's run within this tournament. Into the cover, hooks the leg. And Natasiya emerges victorious. Let's take a look at some of the highlights for this match. This war. It was every bit as good as advertised and then some. Both of these ladies extending their levels of brutality to parts that I don't think either of them knew they were capable of. It was a war of attrition that simply came down to which one of these women could withstand the most punishment. And in the end, that was the St. Petersburg Massacre. And Natasiya will now have a date in the Final Four against yet another quick and agile opponent. Will the results be the same, however? As we take a look at the updated scorecard, we're halfway there, folks. It will be Marisol Cardinale versus Natasiya in the Final Four. Now we focus on the other half of the grid. And coming up next, a match that may very well be even more brutal than the one we just saw, as the Huntress, Abigail Rooker, will square off against the demented, demonic, and bizarre Dollface. And approaching the ring right now, probably, in my opinion, one of the toughest competitors in the Diamond Division today. This, of course, Abigail Rooker, aka the Huntress, a former bounty hunter. And after her opening round victory against Tiffany Queensberry, when she succumbed to a blindside assault at the hands of the Duchess, some people questioned whether or not she would be 100% coming into this next round of the tournament. From the looks of it, she's fully recovered from whatever injuries she might have sustained. As a matter of fact, when I approached her earlier today, she said that there will be a reckoning between her and Queensberry for her actions after that first round match. But for tonight, she's got her sights set and focused on her opponent. And suffice to say, she damn well better have her sights set and focused on her opponent. The Verizon Center has just come under a shroud of darkness. Flames shooting out literally from the pits of hell itself. As this demented, demonic, and disturbed individual saunters down to the ring that goes by the name of Dollface. What devious machinations are going through her head right now? She seems to be a lot more animated than it was when we first saw her in the opening round, when she made short work out of Vesper Gold. We have no idea where she came from or what business she even has in this tournament. Aside from the obvious, the fact that apparently this woman has a fetish for pain and suffering. Not just giving it, but receiving it as well. As this match already begins, and Dollface asserts herself, taking it to Rooker here, that nerve hold, and now reveling in her handiwork. To the ropes, and a shining elbow drop right to the chest of the Huntress, who really has not gotten any opportunity until now to get herself into this match. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be nothing short of a back alley brawl. And that's right up the alley of Abigail Rooker. Like I said, she is quite possibly one of the toughest competitors, male or female, in the XWA today. You think of names like Jamie Fury, the current Diamond Champion Haley Jonas. You've got to put Abigail Rooker somewhere on that list of men and women who are able to just simply withstand a tremendous amount of punishment and still come back for more. Right now, she is certainly getting her fill of punishment at the hands of Dollface. Boot right into the sternum there. And now, the demented one, tossing Rooker over the top and onto the floor. And this is not a good place to be against a woman like this. Now come on, they just repaired the B-Team announce table between matches. Don't smash it up again. No, it looks like Dollface is more interested in smashing up the insides of Abigail Rooker. That brainbuster most certainly will rearrange some vital organs. But Rooker fighting right back, right hand there. And a kick. Oh, what a stiff combination. Very impressive. Rooker is most certainly well adept in striking, comparable to that of Haley Jonas, as mentioned before, as well as Sonia Robbins, an expert in martial arts. She can certainly throw hands with the best of them. Right now on her mind, however, is a curb stomp. And another stomp. And another stomp. Putting the boots to Dollface right now. You could say stomping the mud hole and walking it dry. But right on the counter attack. Dollface with a knee slam and now a blatant choke center of the ring. Just no concern or remorse for her opponent or the rules. But then again, there aren't too many rules being executed here or enforced, as these matches in this tournament are no disqualification matches, which is why you saw so much brutality in our previous contest between Natasiya and Reina, as Dollface goes for the first cover of this match. Only gets a 2 count, however. But look at Rooker countering with that arm drag. Has Dollface now in the front headlock and a big time spinning scoop slam with some extra oomph on it. Rooker now on the second rope, calling for Dollface to get back to her feet, and delivers what looked like a flying forearm. Now it's Rooker who comes for the cover. 2 count only. Both women demonstrating a methodical pace in the opening portions of this match. Kind of a feeling out contest. as Rooker with a combination of double knee stomps. One to the front, one to the back. And now Abigail, the Huntress, dragging Dollface over the top rope. What she got planned here? Forearm shot. And now she's perched on that middle rope. And looks like she's hoisting Dollface over the top. A variation of a superplex here, using the second rope for propulsion. Very innovative maneuver. And Abigail Rooker absorbing the energy from this crowd as she goes for another pin attempt here. Hooks the leg. And only another near fall. Some words of frustration by the Huntress, but the referee right on point with the call, as now Rooker Irish whips Dollface into the corner. She'll be looking to continue this offensive assault as she goes to the top rope and oh my goodness! Sunset flip powerbomb from the top rope. More innovative offense being displayed by Rooker, but she can't follow up as Dollface sidesteps the splash and will look now to take advantage as she hits the marionette into the cover. 2 and no, almost a 3 count. Rooker gets his shoulder up and the match continues. But now Dollface in complete control as she delivers a gory net breaker and another cover. Dangerously close to the ropes there. But Rooker kicks out. She could just as easily have gotten a hand under the bottom rope and broke that pinfall up, but oh god, wait a second. Dollface just went under the apron and grabbed a steel chair. This is not looking good for the Huntress right now, as she is slowly getting to her feet. Oh, but she takes a shot with that chair right to the gut. And now Dollface asserting herself with those sickening blows to the stomach and now to the small of the back of Rooker. And oh, that one hit her right in the back of the head. I know this is no disqualification, but come on, ref. You've got to show some kind of discretion here. That was a dangerous blow. And Rooker is still down and now, oh god, no. Wait a second, what is she doing? What is Dollface doing? She's got that chair pinned against the neck of Abigail Rooker. No! God, no, don't do this! Good grief, thank goodness Abigail Rooker got out of the way in time. Dollface was looking not just to end this match, but quite possibly end Rooker's career. But now Rooker with a low angle drop kick. And turnabout is fair play as she's the one with chair in hand and bad intentions. Across the neck of Dollface and Rooker onto the top turnbuckle. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Abigail Rooker has just officially taken things to another level. And this DC crowd is on their feet as Rooker goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no. Even after what has to have been the single most brutal act I have ever seen executed in an XWA ring, Dollface still kicks freaking out. But Abigail Rooker is going in for the kill right now. Top rope and delivers the knife fall. But a little hesitant here. Curiously enough, not going for the pin. Instead, she's going outside of the ring. And now she's going underneath the apron. And what the hell? Oh dear. Oh my. Abigail Rooker just grabbed the freaking table from underneath the ring. It's about to get really extreme, folks. Rooker now with the front headlock. And, wait a second, no. Dollface flips out of the suplex. Delivers a modified backbreaker counter here. A little too much time focused on introducing the table. Oh! Serious impact on that whip into the corner. And then that biding of time bought time for Dollface to regain her composure and now regain control of this match as she now drags Rooker across to the opposite corner and now to the top turnbuckle. And wait a second, no way. She's aimed outside of the ring and oh my God! Suplex to the outside. And as you look at this replay, with a little more velocity, Abigail Rooker could have damn well slammed right onto the barricade. Good God, these women are trying to kill each other. Winning the Warfield Invitational is going to be a career-defining moment for these women left in this round of 8. But at this moment, Abigail Rooker and Dollface are trying to make this into a career-ending moment. Dollface now setting that table up in the center of the ring and now back outside to retrieve the broken husk of Abigail Rooker and drag her back into the squared circle. Remember when I said devious intentions? Those have got to be rolling through the mind of Dollface at this very moment. That table, when it's used, is going to be the finishing blow in this match. Mark my words. As now Dollface again, if one suplex wasn't enough, wait, no. Thank goodness. Rooker fighting her way out and delivers a forearm from the springboard. There is something about springboard forearms and superplexes at that top right corner of the ring. As Rooker delivers the bad seed down out of nowhere, but only a 2 count. Abigail, however, has got the momentum on her side and no doubt adrenaline pumping through those veins. And she's back on the top turnbuckle, but look at Dollface popping back up. Wow. These women should not be standing after all the punishment that they have put each other through over the course of this match. And look at them still fighting on. I don't quite think Dollface expected to get this level of a fight from Abigail Rooker. But somehow, I think she's enjoying herself here. Look at her. She's screaming in pleasure as she delivers the dark matter. And no, she's not done yet. Now Dollface again setting up, hanging Rooker up, and delivers a second marionette. Face first to the mat goes the Huntress. And this could be it right here. This could be the beginning of the end for Abigail Rooker if Dollface has anything to say about it. And Abigail's in deep trouble right now against that table, but no, she shoves her way out of it. Rolling Sobot kick to the gut and another one of those low angle drop kicks. And now Rooker, she's got the table and she's setting it up into the corner. Now it appears that Abigail Rooker might be the one with devilish and devious intentions, as Dollface now prone against the table, and Abigail Rooker has her up, and oh my goodness! I won't repeat the sentiments of this Washington, D.C. crowd, but I can certainly relate to them after witnessing this display of sheer brutality being executed by the Huntress. She has most certainly taken the fight to Dollface in ways that I don't think she was quite ready for. As once again, rolled into the corner, top turnbuckle, and Rooker delivers a second nightfall. And on pure adrenaline now, Abigail Rooker looking to put this match away. Into the pump handle, and bad seed down. Dollface is down and out. Rooker hooks the leg. 2, 3. We may have just witnessed the match of a night. Perhaps even the match of this tournament. Perhaps maybe even the match of 2018. And 2018 is just started. As we look at these highlights, there's that second rope superplex by Rooker. And then this here, this brutal guillotine leg drop against the chair, wrapped around the neck of Dollface. I don't know how she even survived that, nor do I know how it is that Abigail Rooker survived that superplex outside of the ring. And here we see a marionette executed by the demonic one. And then this powerbomb through the table by Abigail Rooker, which leads to bad seat down. And the single most brutal match thus far in this tournament comes to a close, with the Huntress prevailing and advancing to the final 4. If there were any questions or doubts that Abigail Rooker was not 100%, I think those have all been silenced here tonight. Not only is the Huntress ready, but she is willing and able to take things to levels thought unknown to be reached in the Diamond Division. And that's what it's going to take to prevail in this Warfield Invitational tournament. And so 3 of the final 4 have now been established. Marisol Cardinale, Natasiya, and Abigail Rooker all advanced to the next round. And we're left with one final order of business here in the round of 8. And easily the most eagerly anticipated match of the night, as Lion's Pride and the School of Hardcore will square off for the first time ever, as the Queen of Sport, Aurora Cellini, faces off against Sierra K. We have witnessed some absolute wars tonight, and this final match of the round of 8 has the makings of being a 5-star classic, as the one true queen makes her way to the ring. This, of course, Sierra K, the only female graduate of the legendary School of Hardcore. The same academy that has birthed the careers of superstars like John Payne, Kevin Lassiter, and Christian Phoenix, to name a few. And Sierra herself on a mission here tonight, not only to prove the school's dominance, but her own as well. If she is to complete that mission, then she's going to have to go through a queen of a different right here tonight. The self-proclaimed queen of sports, Aurora Cellini's path is one that is quite similar to that of her opponents, on the fact that she too is the only female contingent of her respective camp. In this case, Lion's Pride, which was of course founded only 2 years ago by the king of sport, the last lion himself, Magnus von Schwartz. And it's this moment, it's a moment like this, a matchup like this, that is the reason why Magnus von Schwartz began mentoring to share his knowledge and his experience to the next generation of pro wrestling superstars. We will see how well the students have taken from their teachers as this final match of the round of 8 is officially underway. And we're kicking things off with some words being exchanged by both ladies. Sierra Kay now with a front headlock and an elbow to the back of the neck. Series of elbow strikes to the face, and Cellini with the fireman's carry takedown counter. And fires back with an elbow. And 2, now make it 3 elbows in succession in retaliation. And a running European uppercut in the corner. There is a lot of pride at stake here. This isn't just about who advances to the Final Four. There is a load of personal pride as Cellini goes for a quick cover off of a float over suplex, but only getting a 1 count. Perhaps a little too early to be trying to go for a pinfall against someone with the grit and the heart of Sierra Kay, who is now fighting back and getting herself fired up, as well as this Washington, D.C. crowd. How about an Uranagi? Nicely done, showing some upper body strength there. And now Kay to the second rope and delivers that diving elbow. Sierra Kay now in control. Vicious knee slam right to the temple of Aurora Cellini, and now she goes for a cover. 2. And no. 2 count only. That certainly was close. Sierra looking to follow up here, but no. Jawbreaker by Cellini. And oh, vicious lariat. Now Aurora taking a breather here, assessing the battlefield. This is quite some feeling out process. Both of these ladies, heavy hitters, definitely taking and learning their lessons well from the King and the Last Lion. And there you see the first of what is surely to be many suplex variations by Aurora Cellini, who now amateur style with a gator roll into a side headlock, applying pressure to the back and the back of the neck of Sierra Kay. Cellini now, front headlock. And an arm breaker into another, no. It looked like she was going for an exploder suplex, but Kay on the counter transforms it into a falling reverse DDT. Sierra Kay most certainly has her opponent scouted to be able to maneuver herself out of one of those vicious, impactful suplexes. As Kay, wow, falling double drop kick from the ropes for extra velocity. And now Sierra with the Irish whip, ducking under. Now a leapfrog. And a beautiful Hurricane Rana. Sierra Kay right now showing some tremendous versatility on her attack as she delivers a scintillating knee strike. Hooking the leg now, center of the ring. 1, 2. No. Yet another near fall. But what an offensive barrage being displayed here by the one true queen. As she slams Cellini back down to the mat after that neck crank. And wait a second now, Cellini quickly on the counter attack there, driving that well-developed deltoid into the face of Sierra Kay before delivering that diving knee slam from the second rope. You knew she wasn't going to allow herself to sustain this much punishment for very long. And now, Cellini taking to that European style, slowing the pace, using those limb moves and holds. And here we go. If at first you don't succeed, try again. A devastating exploder suplex. Sierra Kay is still feeling the effects. Back up to her feet. Irish whip into the corner. And once again, methodically approaching her next attack is Aurora Cellini with a series of strikes. And now grating the forearm against the face of Sierra Kay. And following up with a face wash courtesy of the bottom of those black boots. Some words of discouragement by Cellini. And now she slips from behind into the back suplex. We know what this is. Follows up with the German. And then spins around for the vertical. She calls that combination the superior suplex. And it's definitely fitting of that moniker. Cellini now into the cover. Hooks the leg. And no. Only enough for a 2.5. That was a close fall, however. But Sierra Kay with just enough left in the tank to get back up and keep this match going. But now she's once again in the corner and once again eating right hands courtesy of the Queen of Sport, who now goes to the second rope. Belly to belly. And no, once again Sierra Kay kicks out from the avalanche belly-to-belly suplex. Cellini now back to that second rope yet again. And Sierra Kay to her feet, but sidesteps. Looked like it was going to be a shoulder check. But Kay manages to get out of the way just in time. And now, wait a second. Sierra Kay had Cellini up in that fireman's position. I thought that was going to be a laid to rest, but instead she turns it into a modified backbreaker. Still every bit as effective if you ask me. And now Kay into the corner with that clothesline, and it follows up with another falling double leg drop kick. And now it's Kay who is on the bird's nest. Second rope with bad intentions. This time delivering a missile drop kick. And absorbing the energy of this Washington, D.C. crowd. This has been a back and forth contest from the opening bell. But Kay might be looking to put an end to that. The KO connects. But she doesn't go for the cover. Instead, now she's on the top turnbuckle. looking to put an exclamation point into this match with the coup de grace into the cover. And no. 2 count only. And Sierra K cannot believe it. I think right about now is the time that she's going to be bringing out the big guns. Fireman's carry. And no, she instead delivers her brand new finishing move. She calls it the Queen's Wrath. But even that is not enough. Are you serious right now? Aurora Cellini has just absorbed, quite literally, everything Sierra K has thrown at her. And still won't stay down for the 3. Sierra looking to continue the pressure, but this time, Cellini sidesteps the missile drop kick and counterattacks into a float over DDT. Kick to the gut now by Aurora. And she's got her up in a powerbomb position into the corner, but no, she's gonna drive K face first into that turnbuckle. Some tremendous intestinal fortitude on display here by Aurora Cellini with some more trash talk before driving her knee into Sierra K's face. Follows up with another amateur style wrestling hold, just applying more pressure and oh, discus punch up and down and into another cover. Only a 2 count, however. And both of these ladies find themselves in similar situations, trying to find ways to put each other away. Now Cellini applying a modified camel clutch. Notice her knee dug right in between K's shoulder blades. But Sierra manages to maneuver out of that hold. And now, even more words being exchanged by these ladies. Cellini looked like she was going in for something, but Sierra K counters, arm drag into a second Uranagi. And now, Sierra K applies the exact same hold. A little one-ups womanship going on here. The 3 words that describe Sarah Warfield are passion, power, and pride. We're certainly seeing a great deal of passion and pride on display here from both of these women, and a little power on display by Cellini with that quick exploder suplex, and now follows up with yet another modified camel clutch. This has just become a submission battle all of a sudden. Torquing at the neck, applying that added pressure to the back, and K slips out of it into another knee slam. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. The last 3 matches we've witnessed were wars. This one here is a wrestling clinic. And school just might be out. Sierra K hits a second Queen's Wrath. Could that be the beginning of the end for Aurora Cellini? K opting to go to the top turnbuckle instead of going for the pin. Perhaps this is an intentional strategy. She already knows the level of conditioning, the amount of punishment that Aurora Cellini is capable of absorbing. Perhaps she wants to add just a little more insurance before she tries to go for another pinfall attempt. Now, backing Cellini up with a combination of lefts and rights. And now Kay putting Aurora onto the top turnbuckle. Dangerous territory as always. What's she gonna do here? Up to the second rope and oh! Superplex with some added velocity. The lift from the second rope gave Sierra K some added velocity. And speaking of velocity, she's back up again. We could be seeing another coup de grace here. Oh my God, no, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Cellini catches K in midair and delivers Magnus von Schwartz's finisher, the Broken Will. Unbelievable. This has got to be it here. Cover. 2. No. Unreal. What is it going to take to survive? What is it going to take to win? It has been firmly established throughout this entire night that none of these women are going to go down easy. Cellini now dragging Kay back into the center of the ring. And I don't think this is so much a methodical approach here as it is just trying to figure out what it is that she could do. How about a giant swing? We saw this earlier in the night. Let's see if it's a little more effective. Well, it's always effective. Cellini showing off the power and the balance as she tosses Kay after swinging her around 8, 9, 10, maybe 12 times. And again, I think if anything, this is just insurance to make sure that the next big move, oh my goodness, is the final move. And that one's another play out of the Magnus von Schwartz book. And even that running headbutt isn't enough to keep Sierra K down. It's getting to a point where one of these women might actually have to resort to using a weapon to keep the other one down for a 3 count. There are no disqualifications, but despite that fact, neither of these women have gone down that route. Might not be necessary. Second KO of the night for Sierra K. And she's back on the top turnbuckle yet again. She seems to be awfully comfortable up there. And delivers with another missile drop kick. K now dragging Cellini. And now stepping out to the apron. Looking for some more acrobatics here. Oh! Right on the button with that flying forearm. Follows up with a running double axe handle. And at this point, any game plans or strategies that either of these women had have to be thrown out of the window. They've just got to pull out all the stops. And thus far, it's been Sierra K doing just that. Will it be enough? No, it is not. Cellini kicks out again. And Sierra's headed back to the top rope again. But, oh my goodness, Aurora Cellini pops up to her feet, pops up to the top turnbuckle and drags K down with a belly-to-belly suplex. Serious athleticism on display by the Queen of Sport. And now she's firing on all cylinders. Down with a clothesline and back up to her feet yet again. And oh my, the adrenaline must be pumping through her veins like water. And here we have the second superior suplex executed to perfection on the night. Down goes K off of the vertical. And Cellini is feeling it right now. This could be it, folks. This could be the moment that Aurora Cellini establishes her place. Lioness Driver connects. It may very well be all academic from here. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. Are you kidding me? The stone-faced glance of Aurora Cellini speaks volumes here. The only thing that she can do is keep on fighting, keep on pressing, keep on applying the pressure, but Sierra K fires back here off of a counter into another Queen's Wrath. This has been, without question, the single most back and forth match of this entire contest. Aurora counters, Sierra counters, Aurora counters back, and Sierra, and now going for another pinfall attempt, and no. The frustration is most certainly mounting now. Neither woman able to put each other away here, and wait a second, Cellini with another Lioness driver. How much punishment can these women take? Hooking the leg again. 1, 2, no! This is amazing. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now. Neither can any of these fans, as you can hear the chants echoing throughout the arena. Fight forever. And these women may just very well do exactly that. Trading blows in the center of the ring. They're like a couple of punch-drunk boxers right now. But Sierra K now. Series of rights. No, Cellini with one, but no. Sierra on the counter and shoots for the takedown. And Sierra K's just locked in the K-Slay submission hold. And it is locked in tight center of the ring. Aurora Cellini has nowhere to go. And she is still, despite this fact, trying her best, using every single ounce of strength in her body to fight out of this hold. But I don't think it's enough. The crowd is still very much into this match, but it looks as if the Queen of Sport is beginning to fade. And she has no choice but to tap out. Ladies and gentlemen, I said at the end of the previous match that might be the match of the year. I think this one may just very well have outdone even that war. Aurora Cellini and Sierra K left everything and then some out there in that ring. But in the end, Sierra K gets good position and locks in this K-Slay. And Aurora Cellini has no choice but to tap out. But no shame at all in the effort that she put forth. However, it is Sierra K who takes that next step into the final four of a Warfield Invitational. As we take one last look at the grid that will be heading into the next leg of this historic journey. It will be Marisol Cardinale facing off against the massive Natasiya. And in another highly anticipated rematch, the Huntress, Abigail Rooker, will look for retribution as she has a long-awaited rematch set forth here against Sierra K. That is going to do it for the round of 8 here in the Warfield Invitational. But wait a second. Back in the ring. How about this? A show of sportsmanship by both of these warriors as the round of 8 comes to a close. Thanks for watching, everyone. 3X out.